Joe, it's always going to be a bit of a test when you had players ruled out with sickness and injuries. How do you think your team fared today?
Good test, yeah, really good. Good side, Gloucester, physical, very strong, good runners. Obviously, we've never played a 3-5-2. We wanted to play it because we had no one else to go in there, really. Obviously, Zach Bell's come in, done really well. I like how Tommy Backwell's gone on and done well. A few positives in it. I thought Scott Wilson take away his goal. I thought he worked ever so hard. Good example for some of the younger players. But in all honesty, we could have conceded a few more goals because we looked a little bit frail at times. Whether that's down to system shape or sometimes I say to the individuals in there, it's just defending better in a 1v1, making sure that you're doing the right things. We didn't keep the ball well enough, first and foremost. And of course, when you lose it and you're off the shape a little bit, they're going to exploit it. So, but on the flip side of that, last 20 minutes when we go back to 4-3-3, and I forced that shape really with Elliot. He doesn't want to play at left back, but I forced it because that's the shape we're going to play. It'll either be a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, and we'll be consistent with it. I thought we finished a lot stronger than Gloucester and arguably had a few more chances that could have brought us back into the game. So that's a positive in itself. Listen, when you got 5 key players, I spoke about it before, 3 overnight that have gone down with sickness and diarrhoea. The easy thing was to phone up Lee this morning and say, look, I don't think we'll be able to field a team. And I did ring him just to tell him out of courtesy that we had it in the camp. What I didn't want to do was turn up here today and they knew there were certain players who weren't here and people would think it was COVID or anything like that, or I was being disrespectful in bringing a weaker team. So really good challenge. I think Gloucester went away their way really well. You could see that they do those extra training as well. Very dynamic. And good luck to them. Hopefully they have a good season.
Conceded the first from a set piece. I spoke to you the other week, you said you hadn't worked on them yet in defending them. Has that changed and perhaps it was inevitable it was going to happen eventually?
We haven't worked on them, but I did tell them about it. So yeah, with Macca on their staff as well, we know when we've played Western in Chippenham, they have got certain set pieces, slightly different to the one he done at Western where they have 3 overs and it's a shot on a pullback, but it's the same sort of set piece. What it was is a really clever block. They fouled. Here's a foul. The referee's not seen it, and that's cleared the space. And I said, that's intelligence, football intelligence. It's going to happen. What the referee can't do is focus on everyone in the box, and they've been clever enough to get the block on and score a goal from it. So that's really disappointing. I thought up until then the game was fairly even, but then they had a spell, second half, where I thought we looked very open and quite weak in around our 18-yard box. So we addressed it, changed the shape. The goals themselves are very, very avoidable. You know, a 9 peeling off a centre-back in the middle of the box ain't good enough. And lots we can do about that. So that's why these games are here. We certainly want these things to happen overnight during pre-season, not on August the 6th. I don't want phone calls on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock missing 3 players on August the 6th. So hopefully that luck's gone and we move on. We just keep improving. We're not going to win every game pre-season. Don't want to win every game pre-season. I definitely want to see things to work on, and we've seen that today.
Was it your plan in advance to give so many players 90 minutes this afternoon, 10 of them, with the one change at half-time?
That's all we had. We had nothing else. So apart from the ones on the bench, obviously some young lads, Rex is on there, so yeah, we need to get him up to speed a little bit. That's stuff I've had individual conversations with him about what he needs to work on, so just didn't feel as if it was fair to throw him on in that and try and get up to the pace of the game. So yeah, that's all we have, Mark, with that to go through the 90 minutes, but they should be able to now. We're only a couple of weeks away, like I said, so come Saturday, we're a week away from the kick-off, and we have to ensure everyone's fitting well first in the camp, get everyone back, and then we've got that proper squad to choose from, which we didn't have today.
Tuesday, you're anticipating many more of them to be back?
Don't know, no idea, mate. No idea, so yeah, all 3 of them, they couldn't get off the toilet this morning, obviously haven't eaten, can't hold anything down, so certainly not going to expose them to a game of football today. Let's hope they recover. We've got Joe Rains. You're missing Joe Rains with a knee injury. That's obviously a massive concern for us, such a key player to our team. So yeah, they'll be, over the next couple of days, we need to ensure we get most of them back and they're available. I think Joe will be all right. I think he's just rocked his knee more than anything, so see how he reacts over the next 48 hours. And then against Bristol City, we'll have a little look at it, pick a team accordingly, but come Saturday, I won't hide away from the fact we need to look like a team that's going to play Dartford and make sure we've nailed set pieces, make sure we know the patterns, make sure we know players understand each role and responsibility within that starting 11, which they have. You know, we're only talking a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, where we're beating Bristol Rovers and playing ever so well with that team, with that good team. So yeah, I suppose there's a lot put on him when you're asking young Kai Rees, who's a college player, to go and play against Gloucester City. Difficult for him, really difficult, but he had a go, he kept going, and attitudes were great still to the end for the boys. It's a result, let's not get too worried about it. When we know we've got a team, we've got a team, so we'll hopefully that's there Tuesday.
Just a final word on Scott Wilson, scored the best goal out there this afternoon, looked really bright again, he's given you extra food for thought, lots of competition going forward.
He's been brilliant. Yeah, he hasn't played a lot of football really, not a lot of games last year, but really good, I love it. He's into the boys on the pitch, demanding off them. Aside from his goals, I said I thought he was our best player. Looked really sharp, worked ever so hard. Give me food for thought up there because we all go with the front three. So, like I say, players either played away into a team or played away out into a team. They're the ones who really pick the team. And I said for them to go away and watch the video analysis stuff, make sure they're honest with each other, make sure they're honest as an individual first and foremost. And we'll learn as a staff. So we've got everything we want out of the game apart from the result, obviously, because, like I said, we want things to work on. This is the time when you do it. Come all to the 6th, we need to make sure we're meticulous in everything we've done, make sure we're prepared. We'll have all the work on Dartford done. We'd have watched them, we'd have had video footage, and we'll make sure we've got every side of the game nailed, whether it's a set piece, a shape, in possession or out of possession, and put in a really strong performance, which I know we can at home. It's Twerton Park.